another game. We have Forager, Merchant Camp, Marquee, Watchtower. So Forager is going to be some of the best trashing here early game, and however we do want to work our way up to Governor, and so these are some things to keep in mind. I currently am a fan of Forager's start chart immediately, or Forager Silver is my thought. And so what are the benefits of each? The benefits of Forager, actually I think Forager Town Crier is something I'm a big fan of. I think Town Crier is like actually a really great card in the sense that early game it can be a silver, but then later it can become, it doesn't clog up your deck. So I think that is what I'm going to do, Forager Town Crier. With the thoughts of hitting fives because just in this deck, Governor, Royal Carriage, Trading Post, Vampire, they're all amazing cards to have early game. I think Vampire might be the first five that I'm interested in. So yeah, a silver is pretty useful here. And so unfortunately here we're going to have to, we're not able to afford the star chart. I think star chart is something that I want in the future, but it's not going to be right now. And here we're able to hit 5, and that's going to be a Vampire. Plus 2 coins, and then do we want to rotate this to Blacksmith? So what are the benefits to that? Elder actually synergizes well with Governor, right? Okay, interesting. So I guess we are going to rotate it. And there's not really much of a reason for that. There's only one of those left, one of the Town Criers left, but I just figured that, yeah. Okay, so I guess it was the wrong decision in retrospect. I think, yeah, letting them have that. Although I do think Watchtower is just a bit better than Blacksmith. Watchtower will allow us to like get rid of a lot of the junk that like these cards give us. And so here we have a decision point in the sense that, in the idea that we can either try to hit star chart or we can, I guess, try to hit a 5. And I think I'm actually in favor of star chart because I think we do want some deck consistency. And so I'm going to play this as +1 card, +1 action. Don't rotate. Trash this, and then we're going to take a Watchtower here. What I really like about Watchtower is the top decking effect. And I know I said I wanted star chart, but I think Watchtower definitely has a lot of benefits as well. And here we're going to go for star chart. Or Watchtower's benefits mostly come in like when our opponent chucks us silvers through this through one of the Governor effects. We're able to get rid of it, and then on top of that, we're able to draw to 6. Play star chart, Vampire, and then we're gonna take a Governor here, and then we're gonna top deck the Bats here. So Merchant Camp, star chart, Watchtower definitely has some great synergy. We're almost always able to just like get off a couple villages and then play a Watchtower, which is just amazing. Although our opponent could mess that up with a Governor play. And then on top of that, if we're able to draw Marquee, that's even better. And that's going to also just play a hand as well in this game. And so here I think what I'm going to do is, so if we draw another card, I do see the merits of drawing another card, but I also do want Merchant Camps, I think. Just for the draw, because like the Marquee is going to be draw, and I guess Royal Carriage might be that village as well. But I think I'm just in favor of playing taking 2 coins, getting a Merchant Camp, and then trashing 2 coppers. Here, I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'm in favor of gaining a gold. I think +3 cards is generally not that great because like having a larger starting hand size for the opponent is generally like a lot more helpful for them as well. And so meanwhile gaining gold, the utility of gold versus silver is just a lot larger, and so we're gonna do that. And so here we're going to put our Merchant Camp on top, given how we know our Watchtower is going to be there, and we also have a forager that's going to allow us to decrease our hand size as well. And so we're just going to be able to like do a little draw to X action. That's going to be amazing. So our opponent has the same idea, but I think, yeah, Watchtower just outclasses Blacksmith in these situations. And then moving forward, I think we're just going to try to acquire more governors, some marquees, keep on trashing, and then maybe some carriages as well. I think royal carriage is going to be helpful, especially paired with, especially maybe like in lieu of merchant camp and whatnot. And yeah, we can use marquee and watchtower as the draw, is my thought. And what are we gonna do about the town crier? I think we just want to see what it is we get, because I think if there's a chance that we're able to draw the governor, we're able to just like play it right away for the gain gold effect, or merchant camp, even better. We're able to draw more cards, and then we're just going to gain gold through this. And then what do we want to do? What do we want to gain here? I think I want another governor. Is probably only what I want. So is there any benefits in getting marquee now, is my question. Maybe in the sense that we just have a lot of economies, and so we're able to buy the governors outright afterwards. So I think I'm gonna get a marquee here and buys, and then we're gonna use the vampire to gain a governor. Top deck, and we're gonna top deck the watchtower. And so what's also really great about this is that once our opponent starts acquiring governors, we're able to just trash the silvers, because the silvers in governor decks are essentially trash at some point. And so, or like essentially the equivalent to coppers. They just provide one extra economy. And while we are able to remodel them, or use the governor remodel effect to get something more out of them, I think their potential to clog up the deck generally is worse. So I'm a fan of, I guess, having this watchtower to protect me from all these dangerous governor plays out there. And here, I think we're going to bait our opponent to like grabbing 2 vampires or something, which while it is unfortunate, because what is going on here? Famine? What does this do? Shuffle the rest into your deck. So I'm gonna take governor, I guess. Oh, so I have a marquee on. Do I have a marquee on top? Oh, so I don't get a marquee, is what it's saying. Interesting. Forger, marquee, town crier. So I just don't get to play my marquee this turn. But okay, yeah. And so I just don't get my plus draw cards this turn, which is kind of unfortunate. But this draw, in a sense, turned out not bad in the sense because we can just buy a governor or carriage and then trash 2 coppers. I think currently my deck still requires a bit more governors before I start buying royal carriages. Ooh, so here we're gonna, if we top deck these, we're not, since we didn't reach the bottom of our deck, we can't, we're not going to be, seeing our watchtower. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to discard them. Yeah. So and I think starting from now on, we're not going to be buying governors anymore. We're going to be buying royal carriages instead. I think we're at that point where we have enough governors to sustain us. Miserable is actually one of the better hexes out there, in my personal opinion. And then here we're going to take a governor in hopes that we're able to like get a turn out of this. Yeah, okay. +3 cards. And that was not the case as yeah, we're gonna gain gold. So I'm trying to determine the merits, the kind of benefits of drawing here. I think I do want to see my merchant camp so I can like top deck them. However, our watchtower here will allow us to top deck whatever we gain this turn. So we're going to gain gold here, and then we're going to end actions, and we are going to, I think we're just going to take a carriage, a couple carriages maybe. I think actually there's also some benefits in taking another marquee in this game. So I'm going to buy that, top deck it, and then we're going to play a vampire and then take a carriage and top deck that as well. And so yeah, here what we're going to do is we're going to play a carriage and then play a town crier and then hope that, and then if we don't draw a village, we're going to replay the town crier for plus card plus action, and then in hopes we can kickstart a turn through marquee. And down there we also have a couple merchant camps and also that marquee, a second marquee. So it's going to be so that's pretty great. So yeah, if our opponent had Watchtower, they would have been able to I guess trash the copper from this hex. And so I think Watchtower was just a lot better than Blacksmith. Granted, Blacksmith did have that fallback option of just being a mill, but I just think the utility of Watchtower is just so much greater. Okay, that's awesome for marquee, actually. Just gaining a larger hand size right off the bat. We're not going to rotate here. And then what we're going to do is, I'm debating whether or not to play governor twice, but I don't think we're able to pull that off. So we're going to play this again. Don't rotate. And then we're going to play the marquee. What do I want on top? I think we just want more governor plays. Or let me think. Yeah, more governor plays here. And then we're going to play merchant camp twice. And then play a forager and then play the marquee. And then here what we're going to do is, so we have 12. We're going to play the town crier as +1 card, +1 action. We just have a lot of buys. So I think we do want to see the bat. So we're going to play the +3 cards. And then we're going to gain gold, continue. And then I think at this point we might, so how much money do we have? We have 15. Yeah, I think we want to just like acquire a province right now. So we're going to trash this for one. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just buy like a lot of governors and royal carriages in this case. So yeah, I think in this case we were going to have to give our opponent a couple cards through the governor effect and just yeah, live with that. So yeah, here we're just going to be buying 4 carriages. 4? Not that many. And how many do we on top deck? So how does this work? Star chart. I think we're going to top deck 3 of them. So, or top deck, governor, top deck. 2 of them. And buys. Trash these 2. top deck, and that still allows us to top deck the Watchtower. Great. So what we're going to do is play Merchant Camp, Royal Carriage, Governor, and then play that twice, and then, yeah, play out a Watchtower. So yeah, another kind of benefit of Blacksmith was that it was able to synergize with the Elder for some benefits, but I think the opportunity cost of acquiring an Elder was just not worth it, given the existence of Governor and Royal Carriage. Yeah, so here I'm just going to trash the silver at the cost of powering up their Forager. I think it's a bit unfortunate that we drew the Governor, because now we're forced to play it if we want the optimal draw through Watchtower. I think ideally I want to just start remodeling all the golds that I have into provinces right now. So, yeah. Governor games, I believe, there's a very astute observation that a lot of it is just a race to 5 provinces, because governors just allow you to gain provinces easily, but duchies just aren't as point efficient when you gain them through governor, and just require like 2 remodels, 2 governor plays for 1 province, and so you essentially lost at that point, is the idea, or you're just at a huge disadvantage. Oh, awesome! This is great. So that's exactly what we were hoping for. We wanted to play governor as a remodel, always one of them. So, yeah, we're not going to play the Royal Carriage on one of these governors. We're going to wait for later in order to play them. And it seems like here our opponent has enough for double province, but I believe that taking that would be opening me up to a win, which we'll see if my opponent recognizes that. So they seem not to, and that's okay. Let's see if we can even pull this off then. That discard's a bit unfortunate. We do want to see our marquees, as that's our main source of draw. Or I guess we have governors, but the marquee is still really helpful, and being a pseudo draw and not having us to play governor as draw. So let's see if we can win this right here. We're gonna play our carriage, a couple merchant camps. Gonna do a little pre-moving as per usual. A trash and gain here. Okay, so now that I think about it, this governor play is going to be a bit wasted, but I don't think there's much we can do about it, is the thing. We're just going to gain gold. Watchtower. Awesome. I think here's when we're going to play the marquee. Play a carriage. We're going to draw out here. I think we're gonna actually play a governor here. So what do we have down there? Oh, actually, this is already a win in hand. Okay, so trash and gain. Forgot to count for how many carriages I had on the tavern map. Unfortunately, this is going to require us to have our opponent not stall us, which is something that I've been privy to, or which is I've experienced. and he does not. Our opponent does not. So yeah, that's the game.